remarks of Mr. Norman Focus, Deputy Director General for European Commission, Director General for Education, Youth, Sports.
Estas participado activitos dando a amare reprezentația vaša interesama care stramența antacadara, orai, otorii manole, o ministro labucato, familiato, torneo, dai sociale, solidariteto, anche europeo. Parece que va a más probabilidad a haber deputados a la orai, Norman Focus. Luego generalno direttore che Europa di Comisia, ordinarno direttore vaša educația, torne, sporto e cultura.
Mr. Manuel, the floor is yours.
Nici vă seama că trebuie să vorbesc în română sau în engleză. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Leila, first of all, because of you, we have this very important event here in Romania. It's a great honor for us, and it's very important for all of us. I think we need to congratulate you also for our common project, because we have a common project. Earlier, we, Ministry of Labor, Council of Europe, Roma Education Fund, and sure, thank you, Swiss Embassy, for your generous contribution to this. The second sentence for tonight is that this type of events gives us a lot of pride, because it's very important for our community, after centuries of marginalization, to be here in the heart of the Romanian culture. And this is a very important thing because of the freshness of such initiatives like area, like Roma Foundation for Europe, and this young Roma generation, let's say young Roma generation, not so young, but and we have a great future together. And it's very difficult for me. It's like you. It's like I'm in your face. Anyways, I think no one's here for listening speeches or auditions. Thank you again. Congratulations. Thank you and congratulations also for the artists and overall. Good evening. I'm really honored and so happy to be today in Bucharest to celebrate with you the Tajsa Prize for Cultural Heritage. This is an impressive symbol of rich European cultural heritage itself as building, but it's so impressive that it puts pressure on any speaker who comes on this stage. I am coming from a very small member state, and then in January 2004, my country was the poorest member state. And then we celebrated 10 years, they were asking me, what have you gained from this membership? And
And everybody was thinking, I will say, it's funding, it's provision, investment coming into your country. Because I was working also on cohesion policy in the EU. And I said, actually, yes, it's very important investment, but European Union is not about that. It's about common values, respect for these values, and opportunities. Because being part of the EU for any member state creates an opportunity to participate in the internal market. It's an opportunity for our businesses, for our researchers. It's an opportunity for every person in the community. But of course, we have to be sure that we use this opportunity. The EU is based on the cultural diversity. We all are different, but we are still working as one. And that's the only example in the world where this is actually happening. But when we are so different, there are a lot of prejudices, there are a lot of risks, there's a lot of people who don't want to really cooperate with everybody. And that is something we have been working on with you, with different stakeholders, also from the Roma community, to make sure that this respect for the values, diversity and cooperation is enforced. And I have to say that Romania has been leading this work. And with your stakeholders in this area and other Roma organizations, we have been having excellent cooperation. But again, it's not about statements. We also do concrete work. And there are many funding programs which support different activities in the Roma community. Area is supported by the program for values, equality and rights and citizenship. And it just happens that this program will join our Creative Europe program and will become the Agora EU program. So we intend to reinforce support to citizenship and values, but we also will try to use the cultural side of Creative Europe in an even more better way, because you know very well that it funds a lot of young talents, it funds also cooperation across the board, and it has to be funding community projects. But of course, it also has to be placed in the context of other policies. EU is facing many challenges. We have new defense policy, competitiveness policy. We still go through digital and green transition. But I say we will only be successful if there are people with us, if there are people with the right skills and understanding that want to do it. And for that, we need culture. Culture is not just a nice thing to have. It's a necessity for every European, and you cannot live without culture. So yes, there are we all have a problem about non-essential services culture, and it's so wrong, because without culture, you would not have survived the difficult time. But about positives, we are working on the new Agora program, and this just happened that we have, under the leadership of Commissioner Mikala, we have published Culture Compass. So for the first time in history, the European Union has a strategic framework which shows the value of supporting culture everywhere, and it also shows how it interacts with other policies, with health, with local development, with everything, also with competitiveness. Yes, creative industries and crafts make stronger local communities and make European Union stronger in the global world. We are also designing new Erasmus Plus under the leadership of our President Roxana Mizatu, who is Romanian, who is my boss now. We are working on full strengthening of the Erasmus Plus program. Erasmus Plus, you know, is another flagship. We support mobility of students and inclusion and support to different communities which have less opportunities is mainstream in Erasmus. But under Roxana's leadership, we will strengthen the inclusion part. We will be supporting also more cooperation for university alliances aiming at common degree, supporting the union of skills, so people who need to get new skills, to get good jobs and live good lives. All that will happen also under Erasmus+. And also, as I come from the teaching policy, I've been many times to Romania to negotiate the programs, regional and national. I hope you have noticed what change these programs are made. Yes, there are sometimes problems and irregularities with both, but I think these cohesion programs can make a huge difference. In Latvia, certainly in Romania, even in Germany. So, I think this is very important to keep in mind that the new instrument we are proposing, National Regional Investment Plans, also needs to support Roma communities everywhere in Europe. I stop here. I thank you for listening to me. I wish you a wonderful event. I took sweet breaks from here because of Lufthansa. But I'm here to thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Montoya, Mr. Focus. To continue, we are thrilled to introduce the features of our performance. The remarkable young prodigy Antonio Tajsa, who is also this year's cultural ambassador of Romania. Antonio made his solo debut at 9 years old with the miniature orchestra conducted by Joseph Krupa on this very stage at the Romanian Athenaeum.
Salut docele de prezentarea colegii, o activitate de performanța realizată, e bun care pisată de nou o Antonio Tajsa. Salut Sfântica la Rășescu, cultural, ambasador de Româniață. O Antonio che ti ha preso solo dovuto cantaste e ne ha lasciato. Le orchestrata medici, sceruita dal Iosif Strulor e la scena Româniaco Ateneo.
Antonio is a former student at the Juilliard School in New York and plays an extraordinary instrument, an Antonio Stradivari violin from 1711. He is accompanied by another rising talent, Maria Munteanu on piano and Maria Ilia on harp, who joins us from Greece for this special occasion.
O Antonio sta studendo in scuola Adria, andare ogni giorno, prima sapere che dedicano strumento, e lauta Antonio Stradivari andare Bosch, e via extrașa de și. Resa de canestre aver talento ca Ivaselde și Maria Munteanu, Topiano ca Maria Bâlea din Arpa, Staria più appassionante andare in Grecia, passato speciale momento.
Please welcome Antonio and let his profound presence inspire.
Alla finale del Antonio,
zajrzeć. Tu. subito.
Okay, maybe. And now, we invite to the stage Ms. Mera Newhouse, Executive Director of the European Roma Institute for Art and Culture. She introduced the Tajsa Festival Site and detailed 5 islands selected by the state.
Ejecutivo, director le Europeo Romano Instituto Basata de Cultura, inoltre preso dai padre Francesco Franchi Mauritia allo state Casa o Giulio.
Good evening, Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, Tajsa Roma. We gather tonight for I must continue so that we gain a bit of time. So we gather tonight for the fourth Tajsa Prize ceremony made possible through the generous support of the Federal Foreign Office of Germany, the Council of Europe, and the Roma Foundation for Europe. Your commitment honors our strengthening that culture is not an accessory to democracy, but one of its anchoring forces. This evening is also marked by historic news. We welcome Minister Florin Manuel's announcement that area Romania will be established. The achievement we thank the support that the Swiss funds operated by the Ministry of Labor. This achievement comes many years of determined effort, of sustained advocacy, and quiet, disciplined labor by the Roma Foundation for Europe and Suhaliki, the chairman of ERA, and also the former chairman of ERA, Sheko Jovanovic, and our partners, the Roma Education Fund, and the Roma for Democracy, and Roma Entrepreneurship Development Initiative. Their collaboration has created the political and institutional space for this milestone. As Roma Network partner of the European Commission, ERA stands ready to mobilize knowledge, experience, and imagination of its membership to accompany the shaping of a more inclusive, more courageous European Roma and cultural policy. Across centuries, the arts have been living archive of Roma identity. For Roma communities, culture has carried our memory, our documents were designed, it has preserved our voice and history sharply silenced. And yet, today this cultural continuum faces erosion, from rising anti-Gypsyism, from political polarization, and from the growing underfunding of Roma cultural institutions. In this climate, ERA's role is not only unique, it is irreplaceable. It stands as the first transnational Roma cultural institution able to articulate a narrative on equal footing with Europe's other cultural actors. It protects the fragile space the Roma imagination, scholarship, and artistic excellence can flourish without apology. The Tajsa Prize is funded entirely by the ERA's associate membership. 190 Roma and non-Roma individuals who together gave material meaning to solidarity. Thank you for being here with us today. Artists, musicians, writers, filmmakers, thinkers, and visionaries were nominated, whose virtuosity inspires pride, whose integrity strengthens our collective resolve. This is the prize from Roma and by Roma, bestowed upon one of our own, whose work gives luminous form to courage, to etheric beauty, and to pristine integrity. This year, the Tajsa Committee received an extraordinary 53 nominations from across Europe and beyond, each a testament to the depth, range, and brilliance of Roma cultural production today. From From these many luminous voices, 5 families emerged whose work represents the highest synthesis of artistic excellence, ethical force, and visionary imagination. It is my Seat Kazanchi is a multimedia visual artist whose work has been featured at major international exhibitions including Documento 15, the Milan Triennale, Manifesto 14, as well as in Timisoara during the European Capital of Culture in the year 2023. He's one of the founding members to the Alliance for Area, who served on the Area board between 2019 and 2025. His artistic practice rooted in his experience as an Albanian Roma citizen, and his curatorial work at Parking Art Gallery Tirana addresses political and social structures in order to counter exclusion and inequality.
Hello, my name is Seat Kazanchi. I'm a visual artist from a small village called Tajsa, in the city of Fier in southwest Italy. Currently, I'm living and working with them. First, I would like to thank you for the invitation to Tajsa, and I'm very honored to accept it. As an artist, through my work, I explore the intersection between art, identity, and beyond, reflecting the experience as a Roma Albanian artist. My artistic practice brings together painting, installation, video, and performative acts as a way to speak about dignity, exclusion, political representation, cultural appropriation, and empowerment. I am also the founder of Parking Art Gallery, an alternative art space dedicated to artists from national minorities, but not only. That in these 3 years has been serving as a local platform for dialogue and exchange. Over the years, I have contributed to building different cultural institutions, including being one of the founding members of area. My work has been exhibited locally and internationally. At Documento 15, Manifesto Biennale, Mediterranean Biennale, Roma Biennale in Berlin, Autostrada Biennale, and Biennale in Roma. I strongly believe that as artists, our responsibility goes beyond our personal success. We are great catalysts, and we have the power to build visibility, to inspire pride, and to open doors for others, to show that our culture is alive, creative, and an essential part of Europe's shared future. Thank you.
Raised in the UK, in the Romani activist movement, 9 makers theatre debut in the acclaimed theatre production Roma Army. Her work has been featured in numerous documentaries, campaigns and podcasts advocating for Roma and women's rights.
Hi, my name is Ryan and I'm a dual heritage British women artist. I work mostly in Berlin, and my work spans acting, music, writing, and dramaturgy. I grew up around the UK Roma activist movement through the work of my mum, and it was here that I first witnessed emancipatory politics in action and found a platform to perform. Informed by my long-term work at the Court of Theatre and as a member of the collective philosophy, the theatre that I make often emerges from a collaborative process, using music, poetry, and performance to question hegemonic ways of knowing, seeking to reclaim visibility for those pushed to the margins. For me, theatre is a tool for inquiry, one that invites audiences and performers alike to debate, disrupt, and reimagine the narratives that shape our realities. I aim to use the stage as a space where lived experiences, embodied memory, and collective storytelling can generate alternative perspectives. My artistic work also positions feminism at its core. I guess you could say I'm interested in myths and how I make them. I believe that art can be a force for change in society. for new possibilities. My recent music has also focused on the reimagining of female aggression and desire, exploring the darker sides of femininity, the interplay of love and lust, range and vulnerability, and drawing inspiration from mythic female figures from dark female archetypes. Currently, informed by ecofeminism and all of its richness, my artistic work and development is examining the climate crisis and its origins in disconnected and extractive capitalist systems in which we all live. I'm looking for alternative survival narratives to the pervasive, paralyzing trend of our impending ecological collapse. I'm looking for new guided myths.
Right now, just performing tonight, so she could not be joining us in person today. The next finalist is Roma, a fashion designer, a prodigy of Italian haute couture. In 2020, he built his stylistic identity around tailor-made couture pieces that embody craftsmanship and uniqueness. An activist with the Ketana Roma and Sinti movement for Italy since 2019, Magini is committed to giving voice to his community, expressing its emotions and memories through fashion. He exhibited his garment at this year's Milan Biennale, and many celebrities have chosen Noam Magini as their designer to walk the most important stages and run red carpets on the national and international scene.
Ciao, sono Magini e sto proponendo una fotografia. Vorrei ringraziare Ella per il nomismo a casa della Scuola di Ciro per l'istinto da perduto. Il crescere della stamattina all'interno del campo ha significato spesso essere pericoloso. Ricordo la soluzione della differenza preoccupata nella nostra carriera. L'amore di un linguaggio che non può personale di questa violenza. Con un brand o un costruire una propria conclusione. Un uomo che si cresce la vicinanza nella realtà. Si attrae nel mondo di un rendimento in mezzo più forte e raccontare la cultura che fu la nostra condizione di libertà e non ha senso nessuna guerra nazionale. Ricevere questo nomismo significa molto di più di significa che la nostra cultura è cultura consigliata e inizia a ascoltare e valorizzare e questo è il problema. E grazie a questa opportunità e grazie a questa opportunità sono parte molto importante. E in così io ho deciso e libero. Grazie.
The fourth finalist is Coco Reyes, an artist from Granada with a background in fine arts and acting, whose professional path includes film, television, and theater, and whose lifelong dedication to flamenco shapes her artistic identity. She leads a community-based theater initiative with grassroots women that has been recognized with the Mujer Meridiana 2025 award for its outstanding contribution to social transformation, historical memory, and the empowerment of women.
Hello, I am Coco Reyes. I am a community artist and director from Granada, Spain. I have a degree in fine arts and dramatic arts from the University of Madrid. I have worked as an actress in film, TV, and theater. Since I was teen, I have drawn and writing as a means of sharing the values of the Roma people. I have now created the first theater company of Roma in Spain, Romi at Grassroot. We told the most important stage and the theater, the International Theater Festival in America. In where I reflect the historical struggle of Roma in my country and the history of Roma people, which is interlinked with and with this.
silent trophies, but Istanbul, Biennale, Roma PS1, Samuel is a founder of the foundation, Get the Heck to School, which supports Roma girls facing poverty and marginalization.
Some people with different vision and how to do fishing. My father taught me how to smell the washing machine. My family has been surviving from recycled waste for many years, and as an artist, we also kind of means a survival. Hi, my name is Salma, and this year is my installation titled Flowers of Life. My father was a big inspiration in my life and my biggest mentor. Behind me is the tool that he actually used to collect scrap metal in Bosnia. Recycling of all kinds of metal, aluminum, iron, steel was a big industry during the post-Yugoslavia. One very common thing with me and my father was we can see the potential in many objects. I can get inspired by many other things that are not interesting for everyone, and I think this is something that I love from my father. Or Bob. People can see that it was a grapple, but at the same time, it is the flower in itself. Maybe the flower which you don't need the water for it, but it has its own controlica which is helping it to basically open and close. It protects, but at the same time it acts. And inside of this flower, there are eyes that are painted, the eyes which cry, the eyes which laugh at the same time. Why is the main concept in my work? It's just because I grew up in such a society that is invisible. Grew up with those biggest minorities. Europe is kind of invisible. I'm provoking exactly this question of visibility, invisibility. I'm provoking the questions of labor. I'm provoking the questions of transformation and invisibility of people who should be visible in a way. But